Hey guys, here I am. Let me know if you can hear me. Things are looking decent on my end, so I just want to make sure that everything is good for you. So here I am. And I can see your chat, I can see all the things here. So if you are in the web room, let me know. You can double click that window and it will bring you to the YouTube Live where I am hanging out. Wait until 1 o'clock and then we'll get started. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I'm so excited about this content. It's going to be a good time. Your Sunday afternoon. Let's see. Oh, apparently the link in the email is not working. So maybe I should shoot this out. webroom.lavishlifeplanner.com. All right. So I'm going to make sure this is working. But let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see the video. There should be an image of me, me and Miso and Xander. Webroom training. Da-na-na-na. Okay, looks good. I think we are good to go. Webroom.lavishlifeplanner.com. I'm just going to preview and see how it's going. And we're going to get started in just 1 minute. So let me know who is here. I see there's someone that's just logging into YouTube, and we've got a couple of people in the website at the web room. I'm watching the countdown right now. 3, 2, 1. And we are live. Here we go. So, hello, everybody. I'm so excited about this training. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about how you can get everything done and still have time for your life. Really, more than ever, which is crazy. So let me just transition this over. Perfect. All right, so welcome. How to get everything done in life and business and have more time for what you want to do. Hey, Rachel. Yes, you can be in the chat. Hooray. I will teach you. You know what? It's actually pretty simple, and we'll just do like a little thing here. If you are watching at webroom.lavishlifeplanner.com, you will be in the webinar type room. You can double click on the video. It'll bring you to YouTube where you can chat, comment live, and I can see it here on my dashboard. So I use OBS, which is a broadcasting system, and it's actually pretty simple once you get your first layout set up. So we're going to get started here because I have some stuff to say. We're going to dive in to actually, you know what? How about if I put my face back up there again? How I and my clients set ourselves up in our life and our business so that we can get everything done. Like, get it all done. The things that you have to do, you might think of them as tasks, I guess, as chores, the mundane things that you just really don't want to do in your life, and get them done so that you can start focusing on your goals or on the things that you want to do with your time. So the things that you look forward to doing, right? That is what we're focusing on here. I've narrowed it down to 3 secrets, 3 life hacks that you can apply to your life or your business like immediately, today, right now. If you are hanging out with me here, you can do it. So I hope you've got your pen and paper. I sent you guys out a daily worksheets the daily worksheets that are right out of my planner. So if you guys can grab those and kind of take a look at how I set things up for myself and how I get my clients to set things up for them too. So have those with you or have them handy so that after this call, you can jump right into it and start making those changes for yourself. So the thing is, honestly, we start to get wrapped up in learning so many things. We start to get wrapped up in, I love learning. Learning is great. And I'm always open and adaptable. And if you guys, oh, hey, Nat, if you guys are here, chances are you're into technology. Chances are that you have a laptop, you have a phone, you have a computer, and you know how things change and how things adapt. So when I talk about time management, when I talk about this stuff, it's not about setting a strict schedule up for yourself that is like unrealistic, that you need to follow day in and day out. It's more about being adaptable and knowing that no matter what, your stuff, those adulting things, those chores are going to be taken care of in life, in business, so that whatever gets thrown at you or any opportunities that come up, you'll be able to take that action without worrying about everything else falling off, everything else kind of being neglected while you take this new path. So a lot of the time when you take these courses, and you will continue to take courses thinking that you are missing something. So my goal, and here's a lovely picture of my ponies, my beasts, my husband, Devin, and my 2 kids. My goal is for us to be able to live our dream life, to get the things that we want out of life. And for me, that's my family. For me, that is my farm, my horses, my beasts, my kids, a life, right? A life. And I'm all about whatever it is that you want to do. I'm not saying by reaching your goals or by managing your time that you have to have free time to like sit around and, I don't know, read a magazine or dance on the front lawn, which is something I may partake in once in a while. If you want more time in your schedule to work your business more, perfect. If you want more time in your schedule to travel, perfect. To garden, whatever it is that you want, we are going to set you up here so that you can get it. Because in the world right now, here I go. In the world, I feel like there are so many pressures on us, and I don't know what it was like in decades past, but I kind of feel like we have to do all of the things. We have to have a nice house, like HGTV style garden, Martha Stewart kitchen. We need to have like Pinterest worthy parties and like Nobel Prize winning kids, and have your own successful business. Like you better be successful as hell and 7, 8 figures. You gotta do all of these things and still look good and still be alive in the end. So it's like in real life though, you might be thinking like, I just need to fold the laundry and put it away in the same day. You might be thinking like, I just need these toys to stay in the toy box so I'm not risking my life walking up the stairs later today. And these little things, I mean, Lego. Oh my God, Lego everywhere, right? Yes, the fancy car, the expensive haircut. And man, I want the fancy car and the expensive haircut too. But it seems like there's so much that we have to do. And we really get stuck in this cycle. And that's what we're here to break today. So I know you guys, I've got some people commenting here, and if you want to jump in and live chat with me while I'm doing this, double click on the video. If you're in the web room, double click on that video. It'll take you to YouTube Live where you can click on top chat. and you can post your questions in there, your comments, agree, disagree with me, whatever you want to do in the chat. Well, to a certain extent, hop in there and we can engage and get the most out of this time together as we can. So at this point, I'm going to ask you guys to get rid of the Facebook notifications. Shut down Facebook. If you're on your phone, cool. Get rid of your notifications. Put your notifications on silent. Shut the TV off. Tie the kids up. Don't tie your kids up, please. And really listen and stick around to the end. And I just thought of this earlier, but if you want to stick around to the end, I know that quite a few of you who have logged in and who are going to be logging in have already ordered my planner, or you want to see what the planner is all about this year. So I'm going to do a walkthrough of the planner so that you can see how I have everything set up in it this year. And we can talk about it. We can go over all of your questions with the planner. So stick around to the end, and we're going to go live and do all these things together. Just hang out, grab a drink, do whatever you want to do. Yes, so I will talk to you guys about that stuff right after this, because it hasn't officially been launched yet, and I know a lot of you are excited about it. So, me. Here I am. I design planners. I design life and business planners, and I coach busy moms, entrepreneurs who have big goals to reach, but find themselves caught in these cycles, the cycles that we were just talking about. So what I do is help you guys, and this is what we're doing today, implement organizational techniques, streamline things, routinize things, which is my word of the year, routinizing, like creating routines, and goal setting, so that you can get closer to your goals every day, but avoid that overwhelm, the sacrificing of your families and your sanity, and get more time for living life. So I have some degrees and stuff. I studied marketing in college, history and political science in university. I don't know why I did that. I got a project management degree through distance studies after I graduated, and I got my PMP credential. PMP, not PIMP, but my project management professional certificate. But I wanted to talk about the marketing thing for a bit, because I worked in marketing for let me just pop all this up, for some pretty big international type companies, and I set them up online. Hey guys, if you're just popping in, good to see you. We're just jumping into things here. So I have these credentials. I worked with this company for quite a few years and set them up online before online sales was a big thing. So I was the online sales and marketing manager for this company. And that was about 15 years ago, 15 years ago. And when I left it, my serial entrepreneurship began. It really took off. And I was like, you know what? I was traveling. I was commuting for that company to work at that head office for, it was just over 2 hours drive each way on the highway in the heat. I was eating fast food all the time. It was just an icky situation. And I started having like breakdowns it was like a Tuesday night breakdown, like clockwork. And it was a company that I loved. It was in the equestrian field. So if you know me, I've got the horses and I do the horse thing. And so it was like ideal. It was all the things that I wanted, but it was just in an office, like outside of the warehouse kind of thing. I was traveling so much, but anyway, so when I left it, that's when I really started my serial entrepreneurness. And I started importing products from China, from Argentina, and Ireland, right? Like it seems like it doesn't really fit in there, but it was this brand of clothing, this equestrian equipment anyway. And I ran that out of my parents' basement, like sipping on wine and eating KD. And I just set the systems up so that they worked for me. And people didn't know that I was I think I was 25 at the time, 24-year-old running this importing business from my parents' basement. It sounds really creepy when I say it like that. They have a lovely basement. But that's how I was doing it. And I found systems that worked, and I found ways to streamline things. And I continued into other business ventures at that time too, where I was managing other people's businesses for them. They told me what they wanted, and I got it set up. And it worked, and it was fun. And I kept up with that business until I had Xander, just like 3 years ago. Now I left out the part where I was a project manager in the oil and gas industry, which I did learn a lot in project management, in creating routines and making space and making things flow for the least amount of budget, of course. But when I had Xander, I left the oil and gas industry, the construction project management thing, and I was overwhelmed beyond anything I could have imagined. This like adorable little baby was mine. I had to take care of him. I felt like I couldn't do anything, and my business, my import business, was getting pretty big, was really successful, and I quit. I quit because I was like, I have this baby to take care of. I have all these things to do. I have the house to take care of, and we were building the house at that time. And it just seemed like so much, like I just couldn't keep up with it. And honestly, it was looking like chaos. Okay. I felt like if I was running my business, I wasn't spending enough time with him. I quit just before one of the biggest opportunities that I had ever set up for myself happened. Whoops, let me go back here. And I just thought, this is insane, and there has to be a better way. And so I stopped, and I still had people calling me, asking me what I was doing with the business, asking me what was happening next, where I was going to be. And I was like, no, what? I just need to find what my thing is. What is my thing? I didn't stay out of entrepreneurship for very long, but I took another focus. And I tried to create this business, which was an online course business where I was teaching courses in a different niche than I am now, with this goal setting and time management stuff. It was different in that I got a planner, and I set myself up so that I could balance things. But the planner that I had I'm not going to say it sucked, but it kind of sucked. And it made it really hard for me to do the house and the farm stuff and the kids stuff and the cooking, the meals stuff, and grow my business. And I felt like, okay, if I have to go around with 3 planners to balance my life, like to keep my stuff together, how much sense does that make? Isn't that just creating another mess, or making my pile of things pretty? You know what I mean? It's not actually organizing. It wasn't actually setting it up for me. And so that's when I designed my own planner. I designed one for myself. And in coaching people and in working with my clients, well, actually, first, let me just get this. I missed this one. I did it. Okay, so I set things up for myself with my own planner so that it would make sense for me, and I did it. And my clients noticed it. And when I was coaching them through the programs, through the courses that I was doing, it was never really the content of my course that they wanted to see or that they wanted to learn. They wanted to learn it, but like I said earlier, they already knew it. They already knew what they should have done, what they should be doing. They already knew all of the things, the consistency, the make it a priority. They knew that stuff, but they needed the coaching, the organizational tools, the goal setting tools so that they could succeed. And they started asking me for my planner. So I was sending copies of the planner I created for myself to my clients. And it's so funny how it just worked out, because it's like, this is your thing, Leslie. Like, you thought you would go in this direction, but, you know, through being adaptable and through organizing myself and reflecting that to my clients, that became my thing. Balancing all of this stuff, the kids. Now I have a baby who's a year old as well. And Devin works away, like he's out of province. I'm on the farm by myself, running the businesses, taking care of the kids, taking care of the horses, the dog, the cat, all of the things alone. And that's usually the kicker for people. And I always get the questions like, how the hell did you do it? And I did it the hard way first. I was sacrificing the time, the relationships. I wasn't taking care of myself, and I wasn't enjoying life. And I think like we can really get into that cycle of putting our future off. And that's what we need to stop here today. So my storytelling. So if you want the business to grow, reach your goals, and live your life, you're in the right spot. So let me know if that sounds good to you guys. If we should go forward with this and learn how we can get all this stuff done, because it's worked for me, it's worked for my clients, and we're going to make it work for you too. So let's jump right into here and see where we're at. So we've got 20 minutes on the clock. Boom. We're going to jump into the secrets, guys. And if you registered for this webinar, and if you are, I'm going to recap this. If you are in the webinar room at the webroom.lavishlifeplanner.com, you can double click on that video and join us live on YouTube so that you can comment and engage with us here as we're doing this show, as we're taking the show on the road here. But we're going to hop into those 3 secrets right now. So these 3 secrets, the hacks that I broke this down into for this presentation, how to cross things off your to-do list in less than half the time that it used to take. We are going to cover how to set yourself up to reach your goals and have time for living. Sounds good, right? Sounds good. Secret 3, how to get those activities done, those things done, so that you can get to the action. And what I'm teaching and the way I teach these concepts is so that action can be whatever you want it to be. It can be chilling out. It can be hustling on your business. It can be reaching that next goal. It can be traveling, whatever you want. Good? Good. So let's hop on over. Sorry, sometimes I sing. Sometimes I sing. All right. So everybody's good. Let me know how you guys are doing, how you're following. Are we ready to go with this? Are we ready to go? Are you looking forward to hear how you can cross things off your to-do list? Let me know, and we will get forward. I'm going to have a sip of my emergency. And then we're going to rock and roll. Okay. So we've got getting caught in the cycle. Now I touched on this cycle a little bit when I was doing my intro, but this cycle, you got to stop it. This work, constantly moving cycle where you think, I just can't fit anything else in today. I just can't fit anything else in any day. I am just too busy, Leslie. You are crazy to think that with my kids and with my schedule and with my business, I can fit more things in. And that's where I'm going to throw it to you. You can. When you do it right. So what you have to do right now is stop. Stop cramming your schedule full of things that you may not necessarily have to do. When you go from one thing to the other, like maybe you, business-wise, maybe you flipped through Facebook. You liked a bunch of people's posts so that they know you're kicking and you're still around. And then you posted your promo post, you posted your offer, but you didn't engage and people didn't really learn about you. Then you're writing an email or you're watching YouTube videos and you have to move on to the next thing and the next thing. And then you like crash at night, get up in the morning and that laundry that you folded but didn't put away is on the floor now. And like, who knows when the laundry is going to get kicked around so you can just wash it again. You know what I mean? And you aren't doing anything fully. You aren't doing anything completely. You're just kind of going through the motions of this, and that. Go, 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 and crash. So what you need to do is stop. Just stop it and breathe. Like just for a minute, breathe. And forget about all of the things that are waiting on you, because we all have things that are waiting on us. So if you can breathe for just a minute and stop the hustle. The hustle's going to make your hair fall out, man. It is. Step back and take a look at what you actually have on your plate and what you actually have to do. And when you actually have to do it. So I've got some oh me's, I've got some oh so much and some yeses. So if that sounds like, if you guys can relate to that, I feel like you can, because I know it's true. And I know it's true for many of my clients, and I know it's true for many of my friends. So when you have these messes sitting around, like when you have this clutter sitting around, and it might be a mess in your house. It might be a mess in your Facebook group. It might be a mess in your Instagram or on your email server. And it's overwhelming. It creates anxiety. It does all of these things that just make you feel like if you stop for 1 second, it's all going to fall apart. Does that sound familiar? If you aren't online, if you aren't doing something, it's just going to fall apart. It's going to crash. It's never going to get back up again. It get knocked down, but it'll get back up again. Sorry about my singing. Yes. So Natalie's saying yes. This happens, you guys. And truth be told, you can get out of this cycle. You can get out of it. So the email sequences, the chatbot, the blogs, the page you created, all these things that you've done but you haven't done fully. You get all these things half finished. You keep thinking about them, right? You keep thinking that, oh man, I should be doing that. If you decide to take a night off and you're sipping a drink and you're watching Suits on Netflix, you're looking over at the dirty dishes. Your brain, let me tell you about how this works. Your brain, when it looks at these things, when it looks, like you're not looking, but your brain's looking. When you are devoting energy, thinking about, stressing about, worrying about things, the energy expense in you thinking about it is sometimes greater than the energy expense that it would actually take to just do it. When you finally get around to doing those things that you've been putting off, that you keep thinking about, that you've been stressing about, When you finally get around to doing it, you'll feel like you spent hours doing it. But in reality, you spent more time thinking about it than actually doing it. So when you cross it off the list, when you can jump in, do the thing fully, like completely, and cross it off the list, you're already ahead of the game. And you won't have to dedicate more hours to thinking about it, to stressing about it, because it's done. Feeling like it took hours to fold a load of laundry that really took 7 minutes, right? I always talk about laundry when I talk about this. Because, and I know it's 7 minutes. I know it can be 7 minutes. Because I had, in my VIP group last fall when we launched, one of the first group calls that we did was a laundry night, a laundry party. Everyone was saying that laundry was their nemesis, was the thing that bogged them down, that just like killed their vibe the most. So I booked a Zoom room party, and everybody brought their laundry, and we sat there and we folded laundry. And we folded 2 loads in 15 minutes. For those of us who brought 2 loads of laundry to fold, it took us 15 minutes. We put them away and the call ended, and that was it. I scheduled that call for an hour because everyone was thinking, oh my God, we're going to be on Zoom for hours doing this. But it took us 15 minutes. So if you stop, take a look at what you have to do and not cram yourself, you can complete it. You will get so much more done. You won't be exhausted after you do it, because you won't have been stressing and thinking and worrying about it for so long. Boom. Crazy, isn't it? All right, guys, so are we ready for number 2? Reaching your goals and still having time for life. This is one of my favorite. I love reaching goals. Goals have been my thing my whole life. It's like goals came naturally to me. I designed my house when I was 7 years old. Call me crazy, but what else do you do with a book full of blank pages when you're 7? Other than draw a house, and 24 years later, you can build that house. But that has been the biggest goal of my life thus far. And so it's always been instilled in me to just have this goal, write it down, set it, and everything you do, every action that you take really is bringing you closer to it. And that is how we're set up. If you have your daily sheets, if you have your Lavish Life Planner, you will see how we set the goals, and every day you move closer to them. And it almost seems effortless. And I wish I would have thought of this testimonial that one of my clients left me. She mentioned after she started using her planner, when she got it last fall, that she was using her daily action sheets. She was scheduling all of her time. And this was my client, Cindy. And she was saying she felt like she was cheating the system. She set her goals and she was working toward them every day, because that's how we set things up. Just little steps each day that are leading you in the right direction. And she was reaching her goals without having to sacrifice her business or sacrifice her life or her relationship. And that's what I call yo-yo businessing or yo-yo living. Yo-yo. Not that. I'm actually talking about the game, the thing on a string. Because you will build your business and you will get your business going, and it will be like you're getting there, you're reaching your goals, you're going to do the thing, the big goal. Like, meanwhile, your personal relationships are falling apart. Meanwhile, something else is going awry. So then when you kind of step away from your business a bit to fix that up, your business starts crumbling while the other thing. So it's really I want to stop the yo-yoing and create more of a balance where all of these things are your life. And you can reach it all together. Like you can make all of it happen. So when you create the space, when you know what you have on your plate and what you have to do to make the things happen, at this point, until it becomes a habit, until it's something that's perfectly developed in your brain and in your actions daily, write it all down. And that's what this schedule your time, all of it is about. I'm not telling you guys that you need to have like a boot camp style life, but I'm telling you, you need to know and you need to see and you need to be aware of what you have going on, what you need to do, where you need to strengthen, where you could let off a little bit. And when you have it out in front of you, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when it all clicks, when you can see how you can make each piece work together. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Where you can schedule in all the things that you want to do and schedule your work around it. And have your life, your dreams, your chillaxing time, have everything work together in like perfect harmony to reach your goals. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Secret 3. Activities into action. So finally, instead of dreaming about the future, instead of putting your life on a pedestal, which I actually hear people preaching that. I actually hear people suggesting it. And it kind of hurts me deep down inside. To put your life on a pedestal and wait. It's like work now, play later. And I understand that in bits and pieces, but when you are hustling your life away, when is the future? When is that future? When do you get to stop? When do you get to say, okay, now I get to chill. Now I get to enjoy my life. But what I see people doing is they reach that goal and they hustle harder to break it, to beat it, to break that glass ceiling, to break that next ceiling. And it's just one thing after the other. And you start getting hungry. And I'm not saying I'm not hungry for goals. I am hungry for goals. But I want to live my life too. I want to think about last weekend and think about I had a good time. I want to think about, yesterday and think about how I was dancing with the kids while Devin was playing the guitar. Like I don't want to think, oh, mom missed your childhood, Xander, sorry, but now we're making, multiple 6 figures a year, so it's okay, right? Like, I don't think any of us who have gotten into entrepreneurship have done it so that we can apologize to our kids later. So that we can apologize to our family members, to our husbands, wives later. We got into entrepreneurship to have that freedom, only to realize that it is hard work, that you need to devote a lot of time and a lot of stuff, a lot of energy and focus. There's a lot of development in being your own boss, in working from home. And that goes unnoticed. And that is why you need to take the action. But you also need to live your life. And with Secret 2, how we are living our lives while we are reaching our goals. Living in total alignment, getting everything lined up so it all works. You have to take those concepts, take that scheduled time, take the energy, the focus, the determination, and do it. And take the action. Go get it. When you have everything set up for yourself and you don't take that final step to go grab it, How are you ever going to get there? How are you going to take that step onto the podium? The one guarantee that you won't reach your goals is if you don't take action. If you absolutely do not want to reach your goals, don't take action. I know a lot of people get scared. A lot of people have this fear of failure, so they don't do anything. That is the one way you can make that fear come true. Is if you don't do it. Is if you have these tools and you don't move forward from it. You have the tools and you leave them by the wayside. So you've got to take the action. You got to. So here is some shock and awe from one of my clients. Last spring, this is Fiona. She is a photographer. She has 3 kids. She's a mom of 3, and at this point, she was just starting to work out of her home. She left her studio in town and was working out of home. Now she has retired her husband. She has grown her dream business and life into reality. But she messaged me after our first call. This was the morning after our first call. And she said, "Oh my God, it's 9 a.m. and I'm done everything. How?" And I'm like, "Welcome to your new life. What shall you do next after you recover from the shock?" She goes, "I think we should go to the beach. Like, can I do that? Can I do that on a weekday?" So she was used to working all day long. She was used to, hustling. And now she's got this balance. She's got things happening. She's reaching her goals. So the disposable income. People always say disposable income, but you never hear them say disposable time, right? Is time ever really disposable? With money, you can do things like drop $5 on a coffee with whipped cream in it, or you can, go to the movies, spend $30-40 and go watch a movie. You can buy chips, get yourself a treat. And you'll get more money. Like, you'll have more money next week, right? You'll have more money on the next payday. There is no payday for time. You don't have disposable time. And that's why doing these things, taking the action, making sure that each step that you take counts is so important. Whether it is to reach a goal or whether it is to create those memories with your kids, with your partner, with your family, with your friends, with yourself. See the world. Because there's no time paycheck next Thursday or next Friday. You don't get to cash in. You don't get to exchange. So the past hour, it's been a little over an hour now. I think we could say it's been time well spent so far. What do you guys think? Did you have any aha moments and things that you could do and ways you could improve and what's going on? But honestly, we need to dig deeper because there are things in here that we didn't cover, and there are different situations and different contexts that we can apply these things. So I have a special masterclass offer where this can happen. And because you are so fabulous, I have a special deal. So let me know if you guys want to hear about this masterclass, which is an ongoing thing. After this class, actually, it's an ongoing course. So let me know if you want to hear a bit about what we cover in that, what goes on in the group. And yes, I'm seeing a yes. So let's do it. Let's do it. Because I've written up a special deal for you guys. And I really want you to hear about it because this stuff is life-changing. It's life-changing. It's business-changing. It makes it happen. And old habits, my friends, old habits die hard. We have to intervene intentionally. You have to physically get in your way. You have to change a behavior to get these results. And these results here from a gal who is in my VIP group intervened on herself with the teachings that I bring forward in my groups and in my coaching. And you can see clearly on here where she started changing her game. Do you see those yellow lines of reach? Can you see those clear enough? Let me know if you can see them. Because what happened when she joined the group, we launched the group for the first round of coaching in November of last year. And that's when she started implementing the changes where these big yellow stripes of reach, organic reach on social media changed for her. And by the end of this week, her reach increased by 700% because she intervened. She took that intervention, put it into place in her life and in her business, and saw those changes. And big changes, 700%. So in the course, in the VIP group, here's what you're going to get. Some of you are going to crap your pants. The Lavish Life VIP Academy. It's an online academy. Online group coaching, which is done regularly, weekly, as well as in a group setting on Facebook. And online course enrollments. So the online course enrollments are quarterly, at least quarterly. I do mini courses that will be anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks in length, where we focus in on a particular subject that is brought forward by the questions, by changes in social media, in Facebook, in technology, in life, in living. So that is set up and has been working for online entrepreneurs, for brick and mortar businesses, people who own actual stores and studios and network marketing business builders. So I had two choices in this. Option one was make it as cheap as possible, sell as many as possible so that more people could hear the word of time management and make it make it sexy again, because there's nothing hot about time management except for when you actually get to start living your life. So go as cheap as possible and get as many people signed up as possible, or, which requires a little more investment, but in exchange for a higher ticket, you can get more from me. You can get more focus on you and your business and get those results, so that you can get to your success. So I'll recap here. We've got the VIP group and the online coaching and the online enrollment for all of my courses. So that's just in there. I'm throwing in this bonus. Boom! The bonus. The bonus of my Lavish Life Planner with the training videos. So I have 12 steps, like 12 training videos created for my Lavish Life Planner, because it's not just a regular planner. It's like your own business coach. You have promos, you have content creation, you have scheduling system. The daily action sheets are in there. You have organized grocery lists so that you don't waste time in the grocery store. We have meal planning. We have all of it in this book. And having spoken to other professionals who have used it or who haven't actually, and they tell me, oh, I have a few planners, but I never used it. I used it for a couple months and then I just didn't use it. I walk you through with these training videos on how to use it, how to implement the changes, and make sure that you get the planner and you actually use it. So that, guys, is a bonus. And this is a report, a review, a testimonial from one of my gals in the Lavish Life VIP group, as you can see there, when she got her planner last fall or last winter. And she and her husband went through it. And she said, well, her husband said, with that planner, It is impossible for you to not succeed. And know what? She went on to make her first 5-figure month on social media, like using the internet for her business, the month after she got it. So bonus number 2, because I'm feeling generous and I was excited about this training and I love that you guys showed up live. Bonus number 2 is a turnkey online business. So if you are looking to set up like a big girl, not a big girl business, but a full-grown business, like get real and get serious about it, I have a template, a design that you can grab, fill in your name, get your own domain and host it. And it is honestly, it is turnkey. You follow the steps, you do the things, and you have a fully functioning online business in front of you. Full of training. You're walked through every step of the way. These are like tried and tested and true things. And that is there for you, where you can log in, create your own business, and put it out there to the world. So that is set up. Now, let's recap, because I've got the bonuses. I've got the things. So here's what you're getting. Lavish Life VIP Academy, online group coaching, online course enrollment, the Lavish Life Planner, turnkey online business. So we've got the value racking up here. $9,244. Are you guys still with me here? I still see our numbers have not dropped yet. So let me know how this is sounding. If you think you could use any of this stuff. Because I think if all we did was this, if all we did was set you up to get you organized, get you on the path to your goals, what do you think? Do you think it would be worth it? Or if all we did was kill your overwhelm, get you soaking up those moments so that you could have more time for the things you want to do, would that be worth it? Or if all we did was help you fall asleep at night, or go out for a night with your partner, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, and you would know that everything was taken care of, that you could sit and relax and nothing would fall apart. Would that be worth it to you if that was all we did? If that is all that you would get from this program? So you have to kind of ask yourself what your goal is worth to you. Your ultimate goal of what? Financial freedom, of fame, of whatever your goal might be. What is that worth to you? Would you spend $5,000 if you could get the business and life of your dreams? Would you spend $10,000 if you could build yourself up to $100,000 this year? Would you spend $25,000 if you could make $1 million? What are those dreams and your life worth to you? So if you were to just pick one thing that we discussed, of setting up strategies for yourself, of taking the action, taking everything that you've learned and actually doing the things, of breaking the cycle of exhaustion, crossing things off your to-do list. If we just did one of those things in this course, would that be worth it? I think so. I think so too, yes. So you can see why at $4,000 it'd be a good deal. Or $997 for the general public. But I told you guys that I love you. And I love that you showed up here live today. And I love that you are sticking around. Because I've marked it down to lifetime access for $697. So if you're in the web room, you can hop right on in and click on that button that's prompting you to register. Now you know what you're registering for. You can hop in and register for that VIP experience, and it's $697 for lifetime access for this right now. So hop in there. But I'm going to throw this into, for the first 10 people that register, we're going to have a coaching intensive. And my coaching intensive is a half a day of me and you. So bring snacks, because we are going to tear your stuff apart. We are going to jump into it and see everything you have on your plate, how you wake up in the morning, what your routines currently are, and they might even be working against you. We're going to check out what your goals are, where you're interacting online, what your engagement's like, who your audience is. We're going to dive into everything you have in this half day, a 4-hour freaking coaching marathon session with just me and you. And we will tear this up and make it work for you. And that is bonus 3 that you are getting for $697 with all of the other stuff as well. Now that's just for the first 10. So hurry on up to Lavish Life VIP and jump into that. So now you have 2 choices. You guys saw my 2 choices. I could go cheap and give you guys the bare minimum, and hopefully it would make sense to you and add up, or I could do what I'm doing and really make the change in your life and really make the things happen. But now you have the 2 choices. So you can do nothing and you can hear what I said today, go at it on your own, not take the intervention at 100% risk-free, or you can pony up this investment. Compared to all the value that you're getting in return, it's kind of small. And give it a shot. And I'm telling you guys, you have nothing to lose and a hell of a lot to gain. And I'm saying that because I'm also doing something so crazy that I've never done before. And I checked with my husband before I did this, but I'm offering a 30-day guarantee. So you have nothing to lose. If you sign up today, you go through all the modules, you have your coaching session, you have your intensive session, you apply everything, and it doesn't work for you, just let me know and I'll give you your money back. All of it. So the real question, is it worth gambling your time to check this out? 30 days. If even half of what I've claimed here today works, it will pay for itself in no time. So there are 2 people. Those who are going to skyrocket to the moon, reach their dreams. And then there's the people who will just stare at their dreams. They'll just look at them from afar. You can get there, take the rocket ship that is going to make it happen for you, or you can watch your dream. Watch it. And it might stay where it is and it might get further away. Or you can be the rocket ship man. Be the rocket man and grab it. And that's what is going on here today. So I'm going to do something kind of silly. But when you hop in, I'm going to show you what's going on at the Lavish Life VIP registration. So let me just open things up here. I hope this is good for you guys. I hope it's all making sense to you. We are going to show you exactly. So there's like no question about what is next. Now you're going to see my, oh, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully this works. All right, so we'll hop over to the lavishlifevip.com. The second screen is where you register. So let me know if it's working. It should be. Okay, let me know if you guys can see that. And that all makes sense for you. So we have a payment plan available. Hopefully that's working. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Let me know that you can see what's going on here. Oh my goodness. That was loud. Okay. So, oh no, you can't see it. It is not working. Okay. Well, either way. So if you hop over, I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's move that. Hop over to the Lavish Life VIP.com. And easy peasy, you will see a payment plan there. And you can grab everything, lifetime access to all of this course material, to the online academy, which is already set up. So as soon as you register, you create your account for the online academy, the courses are sitting there waiting for you. You can get started today on this stuff, and tomorrow, and the next day. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait for me to say, today's the day you get to start. You get to start today. So I'll say it then. Today is the day you guys get to start. And it's $697 for lifetime access to all of this, plus all the bonuses. And I have a payment plan available too, which is on the website, on the purchase form there, $227 a month for 6 months. And then you're done. And then it's yours forever and ever. So I'm going to recap here what we've got. I thank you guys. Thank you so much for staying. We can hop in through the planner as well, but here's the recap of what we got going on. So we have the VIP Academy, the online group coaching, course enrollments, the planner, an online business. So everything that you need to run an online business set up for you, proven systems that you just plug your info into and get going with it. And a half-day intensive, a coaching intensive with me. So if you don't sign up today with that 30-day guarantee, you can wake up and do the same thing tomorrow, wait for your future life, whenever that may be. And you can look back on this point. And it works, because I'm not anything magical or special. Kind of a weirdo, if you can't tell by this picture. I can't do a cartwheel. I get scared going downhill on a bike. But I can show you how I developed these streamlining systems that were created for busy dreamers and goal seekers just like you, so that you can reach them, so you can reach those goals and still have a life. So here's all the stuff you're getting, guys. And an additional bonus, a VIP weekend, where I'm going to be broadcasting myself and other coaches as well to bring you everything that you need to succeed in business and life. So if you hop on over to Lavish Life VIP, get registered, get started immediately, we will set everything up for you. All of it. And it will be glorious. So thank you guys for sticking around. Let me just fix this up so you can see my face. There we go. There we go. Hi. So if you guys wanted to stick around, I know some of you wanted to see the Lavish Life Planner screenshots and designs. So you can stick around and I will walk you guys through that. But I want to say thank you, and I will see you soon. I see some people have already hopped over to the checkout, which is awesome. So a lot of those bonuses were timed.